Well, Emily, let's start with you in the congressional chaos. This is where the rubber's going to hit the road in many ways for a lot of the president's plans.
Absolutely, Kelly. And there's already a lot of debate on exactly what Republicans need to do first. So you have the incoming Senate Majority Leader, John Thune. He has this big proposal to basically take this in two bites. Remember, Republicans have unlocked this kind of special process. They don't need Democrats to move major bills so long as they actually impact revenues or spending. So they're talking about doing energy as well as border security first in one package and then have another package of tax. However, last week I was chatting with Jason Smith. He, of course, is the chair of the Ways and Means Committee, the top House Republican when it comes to taxes. And he basically said absolutely not. He said it would be very foolish. I think we actually have a clip of our conversation when he lays out why it all needs to be in one package.
I remind my colleagues on the other side of the building, there's no one that understands the House Republicans when it comes to tax policy better than I do. And I know what's necessary to get 217 votes. And it will need to be a reconciliation bill that has everything within it.
So, Kelly, you kind of have that shot across the Capitol there, that warning that if they want to get this done, they're going to have to do it in just one package. So that's a huge debate.
But just to make sure I'm following, and what an amazing, there's so many good headlines out of that event, but to make sure I'm following what he says. So the current idea is to do border and maybe energy first half of the year, tax at the end of the year. But he's saying that you should combine all of that and just do one big package?
Right, because he's saying that it will be just a little bit easier to get the votes needed. Remember, Republicans are working, I think, with like a 4-seat, 5-seat majority in the House. And so to give them things that they can really get amped about, that they can really conservative priorities, they can take back home to their constituents. That's energy, that's border security. It's not as much taxes, but remember, they do have that tax deadline coming at the end of 2025. And so they absolutely have to get something done by then, or the American people are going to feel it immediately in 2026.
I'm already wondering what's going to happen. The tax piece is going to be so difficult. I mean, there were just more scoring out about how even under the dynamic scoring, TCJA could create more costs than necessary. I mean, it's going to be a huge fight. What do they do with SALT and all the rest of it? And it's going to expire unless they don't solve it. Could we fast forward a year from now and we're now talking about the package is expired? No one knows what's going to happen. They're all saying we'll get it fixed by the time it really affects filing season. I do wonder if this is the way we're going.
That is one of the big concerns. And I think that's part of the reason why Jason Smith is saying, look, we just need to have it one big package. We need to have it go now. We don't need to get too hard up against the deadline. And I've talked to other lawmakers who have also, you mentioned the idea that the 2025 will come to an end without this tax package, and you can see them having a little internal freak out. They hate that idea, but I think it is a question of just what is going to look best, what is going to move, what they can get consensus on. I mean, I think the big question for this next Congress, do you see all of the Republicans kind of go whatever way that Trump wants them to go, or do you see a number of them say, hey, if me and 4 of my buddies get together, we can prevent this bill from going forward, or we can require that they add one provision or another to it.
Absolutely.